And now the Observer, Diane, everyone wants a pay rise these days, but there's a group that probably won't go on strike.
No. So the title is Braverman Acting Unlawfully Over Asylum Seeker Support, High Court Fines. So, first of all, I do love the phrase acting unlawfully, because it sounds like you're dressed as a burglar, but you haven't stolen anything yet. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, just acting unlawfully?
Yeah, like, at what point does it go from acting unlawfully to breaking the law?
Yeah.
Or is this only for politicians? Like, they act unlawfully, the rest of us are just criminals. So, essentially, a case was brought forward by an asylum seeker who is known as CB. I think it's her Fortnite handle. And they took it to the High Court in Manchester. Essentially, CB said that SB was only giving them £40.85 to live on for a week, and that is not enough when you go to M&S because of the cost of living crisis. So they're basically saying that they want an extra £5 every week for the asylum seekers. Now, there are 58,000 approximately asylum seekers who live in the self-catering accommodation. And with this increase, I've done a little bit of fag packet maths, and it's going to be an annual increase of about £12.5 million if they add this extra £5 on. But what's interesting is that the question, well, has Suella Braverman acted unlawfully in not reviewing this, because she is supposed to give the asylum seekers the right amount of money to subsist on, and she is supposed to check it in line with inflation. And obviously, because of the cost of living crisis and everything, all the prices have gone up. Should she be giving the asylum seekers an extra £5, Leo? No,
she should not. Because it's not her fiver, it's my fiver, and I want to spend it on stuff for me. So the problem we've got, I mean, I'm amazed that they found a female asylum seeker to interview, because I don't know if you've seen any footage of the cross-channel migrants, but there's not a lot of women on those boats. And I think we should give asylum, much more easily to women and children, instead of, the sort of men in their 20s who are coming over and coming from safe countries. But we're spending £6 million a day on asylum seekers, and the system is really broken. The system was set up to sort of provide for people who are genuinely seeking asylum, not people who are coming here and using the asylum system to sort of stay here. And there's an industry of lawyers, human rights lawyers, the three worst words in the universe, set up to sort of leech off legal aid and our taxes and find ways for these people to stay, gaming the system, saying, I converted to Christianity, so you can't send me back to wherever it is, Somalia or whatever, because I'll be persecuted, even though they're not, they haven't converted, there's various ways they can game the system. So we're spending so much. Braverman might have acted unlawfully, but the law isn't always correct.
But all of the points you just made there, even if every single one of them is shinily valid, none of them are arguments against the extra £5.
Yes, they are. Because if we give people, if we make it easier, we're supposed to be saying, like, look, stop coming here. You're overburdening the system. The system's broken. So we're not going to. We say, by the way, we're going to give you even more money. That's not going to dissuade people from coming across the channel. You're basically trying to get people to get into these dangerous boats. We saw 4 people die the other day. Why do you want people to?
This is the point, though. You either are saying they shouldn't be given any money, or they should be given an amount of money to live off. And the £5 is an argument that the amount of money to live off has changed because the cost of things has changed.
Yeah, and also CB, who's actually taken this to the High Court in Manchester, she has 2 children. So it seems that the £40 is just given to all the asylum seekers, and it's not taking into account whether they have dependents. So, and that does suggest there's an issue in that system, because, if there are genuine asylum seekers, if she's got 2 kids, £40 a week is not going to go anywhere, and an extra sort of £5, I mean, I'm OK with it.
Really? So where do we stop? Where do we stop? And bear in mind, it's not. You can go down there and give them your money of your own volition. Why you got to take my money? I'm serious. Why has the taxpayer got to spend so much money?
Before this ends up costing me a £5, we'll have to move on, I'm afraid.